Hey, what's up, you guys?
Hey guys,
It's Cheyenne and
Miguel.
we're here with our cousin Carson. Um, Before we get into the video, we just wanted to say that we hope that your holidays were spent with good people and that you had a very good time. And we hope that your new year was just as amazing. Um,
We're gonna be doing a scary, scary things have happened to us, and our experience with things like that. So let's just jump right into it.
okay, so my first scary story time that I'm gonna kind of share is when I was a little bit younger. Uh, I, of course, stupidly played with a Ouija board with my friend, and a lot of stuff happened that was very unexplained. And, like, for example, when we went to say goodbye, and move our hands off of it, the peas continued moving and spelling out words, and it started going faster and faster, and then it kept on repeating words and letters, which we later learned was a very bad sign. And after that, my friend started acting really weird. Like she just wasn't herself. And it didn't last long, but you could tell that it really, really messed with her. And it didn't really phase me as much because, of course, I continued to mess around with Ouija boards and just, my curiosity of it all got the best of me. But yeah, that's just a little story time, short little thing.
And I know one time I was at my grandma Carrie's, and we were upstairs, and my grandma Carrie's room has a little closet, and we started hearing movement in it. And so we look in there, nothing's in there, but there's uh all the clothes pushed to the side and then a few hangers on the other side. And we just kind of see the hangers shaking and things like that. So me and my aunt are scared. So we run downstairs and we stay downstairs the whole night. But they made us sleep in her room next to it. And we heard a lot of creepy stuff in their rooms, that one in her room, and it was like we heard yelling and all that. So we slept in it, and me and Kayla and both woke up and looked at each other at the same time. And it scared me. We both, excuse me, recognized the same thing. We both said that we heard screaming. And it just went on and off like that. And I basically stayed in there and watched kids shows, and it was a scary night.
Another one is with me and Cheyenne, and we were staying at our aunt's, and we just got done watching a scary movie with our cousin, and her house just gives off this creepy vibe because it has older things in it, like the floors look older, and the doors are like the thick wood ones, and that when you shut them, you have to slam them really hard. Well, we just got done watching a movie, and our cousin had went to the bathroom. So of course, me and Cheyenne were talking, and we were just being creepy in general, and we saw something out of the corner of our eye, and it was like something like a cloud, and it dashed through the hall into our cousin's room. And of course, out of our curiosity, we wanted to get up and go look at it, but we weren't falling for it. we had thought it was just our cousin because the bathroom lays right across from his room. So we kind of laugh it off and get up and go into his room. We turn on the light and we're like, okay, Brian, it's done. Well, we hear him cough in the bathroom. So, of course, us being the scare enthusiasts that we are, we, of course, went and tried to find whatever we saw. But we couldn't. And it would really just creep us out. We didn't really worry about it too much, but we, in the back of our minds, we just knew that, like, it was just something creepy. Till this day, we still talk about it a lot.
Yeah, there was just a really off feeling about it. Like, you just kind of knew. Our first instinct was, that's Brian. But then following after that, there was just this little thought, in at least the back of my head, that was like, that's not Brian. And then it just got louder and louder, even as we walked to his room and couldn't find him there.
It was
So,
really creepy for us.
I think we're each gonna do like one more small story time, and I think this one will be about things that we've experienced at least together with another person or so, So mine is going to be the time with my brother Miguel. Uh, we were home alone. It was in the summertime, and it was bright daylight out. We were just chilling, doing our own thing, and we just heard like this loud bang coming from inside our house somewhere. And of course, we have animals, we got dogs, we got a cat. So at first, we were like, maybe it's just them. Maybe it's just that. But all of our animals were in the living room with us. So we were like, okay, it wasn't them. Did something like fall over or, whatever, because it happens. But we looked all over the house and nothing had fallen over, nothing got knocked over. And there wasn't anything big enough to make that loud of a bang. And after that, we were a little uneasy, but we were like, okay, maybe it was something outside. And then we, sat down, watched TV for a little bit longer, watched Netflix, whatever. And, at one point we didn't have the TV on and we were just sitting there on our phones. And we heard a voice inside the house. Like, it was like, we couldn't make out the words, but we heard it. And it went from, like, room to room. And it was weird, and it had, like, it made us feel really unsettled. Like, it gave us this weird feeling. And when you're in a situation like that, you can just tell. Like, it's just not this good feeling in your gut and in your heart. And you just know there's these little, like, warning signs in your head, and you listen to them. But it was a really unsettling little thing, and that's only one of the things that's happened. There's so many more, but those will have to come with another story.
This story was with me and Cheyenne, and it probably happened with me and Carlson and Cheyenne before too. But me and Cheyenne were watching TV, and my door was open, and my fan was on, and my dog Duncan and Titan, look and heel, and then just and then the body's just straight, and then there's just growling and barking. With me, I thought it was the fan blowing my bed, move around. So I turn off my fan. And me and Cheyenne are like, that was real. And we talk about it, and then we just keep on watching what we were watching. And Then another 5 minutes later, our puppy Titan comes in here, looks, and he runs in there with this like snarl, this like growl, and he's like looking straight at like a person that he doesn't like, which what it looks like, and he's growling, and he doesn't bark a lot, and when he barks, it's like this cute, playful bark. When he was barking, it was like it was scary, and it just kept on happening. And me and Cheyenne are still like a little off about it because it's weird when your puppy comes in someone's room and just starts barking like that.
Yeah, it was like just this bark that sent shivers down your spine. Like it wasn't, again, it wasn't a good feeling. Like, you guys may think that we're just being, little pansies and like over analyzing things. But when you're in a situation like that, it's hard to justify it as anything other than scary.
Um, most of this stuff has happened after a game we played. What was that game we played?
Uh, the hosting.
Yeah.
Yes, we played the hosting game. And for some of you that don't know what the hosting game is, you have to write your name down on a piece of paper, and you have to have matches, and you have to go through everyone in your house. And I forget what you have to say, but basically you're inviting them. And it's
Which, by the way, we do not suggest doing this if you're not completely and utterly comfortable with it.
like Miguel, he's not into scary stuff, whereas me and Cheyenne, we can watch scary movies all day, every day.
But I mean, this is for another video. It will be another thing that we can talk more in depth about and actually tell what happened in it. Anyway.
But if just to sum it up, we basically sat out in the living room, but we heard whispering in it. It was an uneasy feeling because it sounded like something you'd hear in a movie, and it was horrible.
And then on top of that, you felt like you were being watched.
And you can't look over your shoulder. That's part of the game.
Yeah, you're not supposed to look behind yourself or behind your shoulder.
But after that, you're supposed to turn on all the lights and everything, and just get rid of everything you have.
And then afterwards, which we didn't do because we're stupid, is you're supposed to like cleanse your house or like sage, all of that good stuff, which is very vital for you to do. And even if you don't believe in this stuff, it is still a good thing to do every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah. But later that night, Cheyenne, she doesn't really care. So of course, her being her, she went off to bed, and her room is the creepiest room because it's long, it's not square. So if you look into the other side of her room, it's just pure dark at night because it's so far away. But in Miguel's room, it's it's still kind of creepy because it gets really dark here. But we decided to sleep out in the living room because, of course, there's a bigger TV and there's more things to watch out there. Well, what we would do is put the couches together, and we'd have basically this big bed made out of couches. Well, he went to bed way earlier than I did. I stayed up so long, and I don't even know what time I went to bed, but I got on an app that you have to use your camera for. And basically, the app was just sensing so many things behind me. It was picking up a lot, and it was just really creepy to me. And of course, I told my aunt, who happened to still be awake, and she was like, "Oh no, it's just the way the app works." And I was like, "That's not how apps work, aunt." And of course, her being her, she just went back to bed, and I was like, "All right, I guess I need to go to bed," because of course she's not going to believe anything I say because it's just never happened to her like that until after that.
Well, I guess that is what we're gonna leave you guys with. I know that wasn't anything too scary, but we want to leave some of the really good stuff for maybe a future video. And you should really expect more of these because it's something that I love to talk about. And, I'm pretty sure you'll love them too, even though you may not necessarily believe in it, but that's okay. Uh,
And see, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed.
Subscribe, like.
Hopefully, you guys will see more of Carlson. And yeah, what he said, subscribe, like,
share this video with some friends or something. We're really, really trying here. And we're not professional YouTubers. I mean, we haven't been doing this for years. We don't really know a lot of the stuff that we're trying to do. But again, we are trying. And hopefully, as we get better at this, the videos will get better and, not as boring and long. But I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I hope you continue coming back to watch these videos and just watch us because we really do appreciate it, and we love all of you guys, and that's pretty much it, I believe. We hope you had a good holiday break, and we hope that whatever you're doing after holiday break, you're having a good time too.
We appreciate you. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.